Okay. The lottery, if you guys want to buy a lottery ticket, that's $5 million per ticket. You can buy 2. Remember, redeem them at the end of class. Go ahead and just sit down. Yes. Alright, homework answers. Go ahead and bring up 1 through 3. Okay, answer number 1 is y equals 2x plus 25. So with number 2, it's y equals negative 1/4 x plus negative 1, or minus 1 is fine. And number 3, y equals negative 5x plus negative 3. Okay, number 4 is y equals 1/2 x plus 1. Number 5 is y equals 7x plus 18. And number 6 is y equals negative 3x plus 2. Alright, number 7 is y equals 1/3 x plus 6. Number 8 is y equals 6x plus 20. And number 9 is y equals negative 2x plus 6. Alright, number 10 is y equals 4x plus negative 23. Phone alert. Go ahead and get your phones out to get the extra credit if you want it. No papers to pass out today. Alright, 6th period, you guys can come in if you need extra help with anything, or if you need to make up a test or retake a test. Our objective for today is patterns, functions, and algebra number 8. And our learning target for today is to find the equation of the line that is parallel or perpendicular to a given line and passes through a given point. Alright, example 1, y equals x plus 5, and our point is negative 4, 13. We're going to try and find a line that is parallel to this line and that goes through this point. So we need to find our slope and our y-intercept of our new line. If the lines are parallel, what's going to be the slope of our new line? It's going to be the same. What's the slope of this line? It's just 1, right? So our slope is going to be 1. Our y-intercept, what are we going to use to find our y-intercept? The point, right. We're going to plug everything that we know into y equals mx plus b. What's our y? 13. What's our slope?
1.
What's our x? Negative 4. Alright, now we're just going to solve this equation to find what our y-intercept is. We need to do 1 times negative 4, which gives us what? Negative 4. How do we get rid of the negative 4 on the right side? Plus 4. We need to add 4 to both sides. When we add 4 to both sides, what do we get on the left side? 17. So our y-intercept is 17. We need to take our slope and our y-intercept and put it into our y equals mx plus b. The slope is just 1, and 1 times x is just x. Our y-intercept we found was 17. So our final answer is going to be y equals x plus 17. Alright, walk by alert. Alright, if the line is parallel to this line, what's that mean? Their slopes are what? They're the same, which means our m for our new line, or line parallel to this line, will be 3. Okay, for example 2, we have y equals negative 5x minus 6, and our point is 2, negative 11. We need to find our slope and our y-intercept of the line that we're looking for. We're looking for a line that's parallel to this line and moves through this point. If the lines are parallel, then the slopes are equal. So what's our slope for our new line? Negative 5. Okay, we need to plug in what we know to find our y-intercept. What are we plugging in for y? Negative 11. What are we plugging in for our slope? And what are we plugging in for x? 2. Okay, so we have negative 11 on the left side. We need to multiply negative 5 times 2, which what does that give us? So we have negative 10 plus b. What do we need to do? Add. Add what? Add 10 to both sides. What do we get? Negative 11 plus 10. Negative 1. So our y-intercept is negative 1. We need to put this into y equals mx plus b. So our final answer, our slope is negative 5, so we have negative 5x, plus our y-intercept, which is negative 1. So our final answer is y equals negative 5x plus negative 1. Alright, walk by alert. We need to put our m and our b into y equals mx plus b. Our m, which is our slope, is 4. So we put that in for m, and our y-intercept is negative 2. So our equation should be y equals 4x plus negative 2. Okay, go ahead and find a line parallel to this line that moves through this point. Okay, back to the practice problem. We're looking for a line that's parallel to our given line and passes through this point. What do we need to find? We need to find the slope and what? The y-intercept. What's our slope? Right, these lines are parallel, so we're going to have the same slope. Our y-intercept, we're going to have to plug in what we know into y equals mx plus b. What are we plugging in for y? Negative 2. What are we plugging in for m? And what are we plugging in for x? 6. Okay, we need to do 2 times 6, which gives us 12. How are we getting rid of our 12? Subtracting 12 from both sides. When we do that, we have b on the right and on the left. Negative 2 minus 12? Negative 14. Good. Okay, when we put this back into y equals mx plus b, we get y is equal to 2 times x plus negative 14. Okay, answer for the bonus should be negative 11. Alright, for this practice problem, we have y equals 16x plus, or minus 3, and our point is 18, negative 7. What is our slope for our parallel line? 1, 6. Right, they're going to be the same. What are we going to plug in for y? Negative 7. What are we plugging in for our slope? And what are we plugging in for x?
18.
Okay, 1 6 times 18 gives us what? That's 3 plus b. We subtract 3 from both sides. Our y-intercept is going to be negative 10. When we plug this back in, we get y is equal to 1/6x plus negative 10, or minus 10. For the bonus problem, we want to subtract 8 from both sides. We get 15 on this side, and we have negative x. Remember, you can either move your x to the opposite side and move 15 to the other side, or divide by negative 1. It'll give you negative 15. Alright, OGT problem. Go ahead and bring it up and drop it off. Okay, for the OGT problem, we're going to take this figure, we're going to break it into 2 separate figures and find the area of each. This is a 2 by 3. This small figure is a 2 by 3. 2 on this side, we have 8 along down here and 5 right here, so this is 3. Whoops. There we go. 3 times 2 will give us 6. We need to add the area of the larger figure, which is an 8 by 4, because this. Example 7. We have y equals negative 1/3 x plus 2, and our point is 3, negative 5. For this one, we are going to look for the line that is perpendicular to this line and passes through this point. That means we're going to do the same thing. We want to find our slope and our y-intercept, but our slope is going to be different. How are perpendicular lines, their slopes, how are they related? You guys remember? They're negative reciprocals. So the sign is going to change, and we're going to flip the numbers. So we have negative 1/3. What's the reciprocal of 1/3? 3. And since it's a negative, it'll make it a positive when we find the negative reciprocal. So our slope is going to be positive 3. The y-intercept, we're going to find that the same way. We take y equals mx plus b. We plug in our value for y, which is negative 5. We plug in our slope. And we plug in our x value, which is 3. We need to solve this for b. We have negative 5 is equal to 3 times 3, which is 9, plus b. We subtract 9 from both sides. Negative 5 minus 9 is negative 14. So that's our y-intercept. And then we plug it in just like we did before. Plug in slope and plug in your y-intercept. So our answer should be y is equal to 3x plus negative 14. Alright, walk by alert. Slopes of perpendicular lines are... All that means we're going to flip it, we're going to change the sign. For example, 8. We have y equals 6x plus 4. And we're looking for the perpendicular line that passes through this point. What's our slope going to be for our perpendicular line?
6.
Our perpendicular line, remember, they're not the same. The perpendicular lines have negative reciprocal. The slopes are negative reciprocals. Right. If we have 6 for our slope here, we want to change the sign. If it's positive, that means it's going to be, our new slope is going to be negative. And the reciprocal of 6 is what? 1/6, right. Remember, if you have a whole number like 6 or 5, that's the same thing as having 6 over 1 or 5 over 1, and we just flip the numbers. So our new slope will be negative 1/6. Remember, we find our y-intercept the same way. We have y equals mx plus b. We plug in, what are we plugging in for y? Negative 4. Our slope is negative 1/6. What are we plugging in for x? Plus b. What is 1/6 times, or negative 1/6 times 12? Negative 2. How are we going to move this negative 2? What do we need to do to both sides? Add 2. Adding 2 to both sides, we get negative 4 plus 2 gives us negative 2. So our y-intercept is negative 2. When we plug that into our y equals mx plus b, we get negative 1/6x plus negative 2. That's our final answer. Alright, walk by alert. Okay, to find the slope of the line perpendicular to this line, we take negative 1/4. It's a negative, which means our new slope is going to be positive. What's the reciprocal of 1 over 4? 4 over 1, and that's equal to 4. Okay, practice problem number 7. Go ahead and bring it on up and drop it off. Okay, the slope of our perpendicular line will be the negative reciprocal of negative 4. That'll be a positive 1 over 4. Our y-intercept, we find that by doing y equals mx plus b. Plug in negative 1 is equal to 1/4 times negative 12 plus b. We get negative 3 plus b. When we add 3 to both sides, our b, or y-intercept, will be equal to 2. So our line is y equals 1/4 x plus 2. Tomorrow you have a benchmark test. And Friday you're going to have a test over everything that you guys have done since your last test. If you guys have, is it 2?